And welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're gonna try out another or a different home theater system from another brand that has been a request from so many of you guys for the past 6 months, and it's, as you can see, it's from Samsung. You guys have been commenting to test it, for me to test this specific home theater setup up to see how good it is, and if it is as good as it is, maybe I will keep it. But now with Black Friday deals going on, this setup was 40% off. I don't know if you can see the numbers, but I will turn my chair a little bit. But in case you didn't see it, it is the Q995D. This is the same home theater setup as the Q990D. No difference at all between these two, as much as I could see online. The only difference is that the Q990D is for the US version, the Q995D is for the Europe version. So there is no difference in this setup at all. So if you're kind of confused by the numbers, this is pretty much the same setup that you have been commenting about for the past 6 months. Some of you have been written the number that I have behind me, so the Q995D, and some of you have been written Q990D, but it's pretty much the same soundbar, pretty much the same setup, the same surround speakers, the same sub, so there's no difference between these two at all, as much as I could see online. If I'm wrong, comment in the comment section if I'm wrong about that, but as far as I could see online, there's no difference between these two setups at all. Now, as I said, this setup is on Black Friday deal right now, so this setup is 40% off from the regular price. So right now in Sweden, this costs $830 plus minus some dollars there, but $830 is the price on this right now. The regular price is around, I think it's around $1,400. So yeah, almost 50% off, but 40% off is what this setup is on right now on Black Friday deals. The upcoming Black Friday is in about 5 days. So what we're gonna do in today's video is we're gonna unbox it, do a little time lapse of that, like we always do, a quick unboxing. If you wanna watch the whole unboxing in slow motion, you can just go into settings, reduce the speed of the video to 0.5. You can just watch it in slow motion instead. But we do a quick unboxing of the video of the home theater setup, and then we're gonna do both a Dolby Atmos test, and we're gonna check out in the Xbox Series X. There is a Dolby app that you can download and really test out how many channels that are working on your setup. I'm going to show you all that stuff later on, but that's a really good app in case you haven't used that app before. That's a really good app. I think it's around $10. Maybe it's free today, but when I bought it or downloaded it for the first time, it was around $10, but maybe it's free today, I don't know. But that's a really good app to try out the setup with, so you can check out how many channels and if every channel is working correctly. But I'm gonna show you that, guys, later. So just a quick unboxing, set the speakers up and look at the speakers, how they look, and let's go. So guys, here is the setup itself. We got the soundbar, huge soundbar, sub, 2 surround speakers. Let me just put the arc above the Samsung one so you can see the size difference between these two. Is this in the middle? Pretty much. Let me take the camera off. So, as you can see from this side, the height is pretty much the same. The Samsung one is way wider. So the size difference is from this side, pretty much the same on this side. And then this is the size difference between these two. The exciting part about the surround speakers, let me just show you this, is that these has up firing speakers and front speakers that are turned on at the same time. So we're really gonna use that immersive surround to see how that sounds, because as you know, Era 300s or Sonos decided to turn the front drivers off, but it's gonna be exciting to see how a speaker sound when you have firing speakers and front speakers turned on at the same time, and even side speakers. So it's really from all side of the speaker, so to say. Now, when I'm gonna compare this, I don't have any Sonos ones and I don't have Era 100s, and I don't think that's gonna be a fair comparison as well, because these has the firing speakers, which Sonos ones doesn't have, and the Era 100 doesn't have either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare. When we do a comparison, we're gonna first compare the two soundbars, then we're gonna do one soundbar and the sub versus ARC and the sub, and then we're gonna do the whole setup versus ARC, one sub, and the Era 300s, because the Era 300s are the ones I have. I don't have any other speakers to compare this setup with, so that's gonna be the setup that we do. But in today's video, we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna check out every channel of it, and then we're gonna do a Dolby Atmos test and a movie test. So we're gonna do 3 tests in today's video. I'm gonna set the speakers up and I'll be right back. So guys, we have the whole setup done and deal. So this is how the soundbar looks in front of the TV. I like the exterior of this soundbar actually. I really like it. There's something special about having something like this instead of, I don't know if I'm just bored with the oval exterior of the ARC, but this looks decent and nice actually in front of the TV. And as you can see, it's a little bit in the way still. I still have it flat on the stand itself, but it's a little bit in the way as my ARC is. But the soundbar looks really great in front of the TV. And let me just show you, we got some Christmas stuff on the way up, but we are gonna use my Sonos 5s as stand for now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this setup or not, but for now we're gonna use the Sonos 5 as stands. So I have put it in this direction, so the sound is gonna go right this way, upwards as well, and we got some sound coming from this speaker, and the other one is on the other Sonos 5. Same, pretty much the same direction on this one. So, and we got the sub right here. So I'm gonna try it this way, because as you can see, I have pointed it to the couch, but we're gonna check it out. We're gonna try different stuff with the sub, but for now, this is how the setup is gonna look like. One on each side behind my head, so it's pretty much, I'm gonna sit right there. So we got one on each side, not behind my head, but at least on each side. And then we got the soundbar. Guys, we have set everything up, and this is how the app looks like. The app is called Smart Things. So if you're wondering what the app is called, it's called Smart Things, and this is how it looks like. The setup was really easy. It's one of the easiest setup I've been I have tried out in a while. As you know, the Sonos app is what it is, but this app pretty easy and straightforward. So once you're in the app, you just connect to the soundbar or the setup itself. It's easy as that. And then in the app itself, you can do all this stuff. So you can check the volume slider. You can use the volume slider as I can show you right now, and you can change the surround mode. You can use the equalizer. Pretty easy app, I will tell you that. It's really easy. And the pair and the setup was way easy. As you guys know, sometimes the Sonos setup can be a hassle Well, once you disconnect one thing, that's a headache of itself. So yeah, this is the app. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna first off try the Dolby app from the Xbox Series X. We're gonna do a test to see the speakers. I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna do a Dolby Atmos test as well. So we're gonna do a video test within the Dolby Atmos app there. So there's gonna be 2 tests, and then we're gonna do a movie test, and that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. I don't want to drag this video out. And then tomorrow, so we're gonna do this step by step. So in tomorrow's video, we're gonna compare the ARC versus the soundbar. So that's the first test we're gonna do, and then we're gonna compare the ARC and a sub versus the soundbar of the Samsung versus the sub of its own, and then we're gonna do the whole setup. So we're gonna do 3 videos just to do it step by step to see how much of a difference there is between the soundbar and the sub with the soundbar, and then with the surround speakers. You know how it is. We have to try everything out. So yeah, I'm gonna turn around the camera. We're gonna go into the Xbox app itself, and let's do some tests. Let's go. So guys, we are set up with the Xbox Series X. Let's just do a quick test of the Dolby Atmos. Now remember, this whole setup is 11.1.4. So but the Dolby Atmos check says 7.1.4, but don't mind that. We're gonna do the test right now. Let's go.
Center. Rear surround. Left rear surround. Left surround. Left top rear. Left top front. Right top front. Right top rear. LFE. Left. Center. Right. Right surround. Right rear surround. Left rear surround. Left surround. Left top rear. Left top front. Right top front. Right top rear. LFE. Left. 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 Center. 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 Right. 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 Right surround.
This is Dolby Atmos, the world's first object-based cinematic audio. With powerful moving audio that transcends from channels to moving around you with pinpoint accuracy. Whether the soundscape sets the mood of a scene.
What is this place? Come on, you guys, let's go!
Or captures the full extent
Do you want to know my secret?
of nature's fury.
Man, I'm really impressed by this setup, this Q series soundbar setup, Q995D. That was only the volume level 30 and it was really loud. The surround speakers, I will tell you that, my God, they are doing an amazing job. The soundbar itself is louder than the ARC. It's definitely louder than the ARC. Yeah, I can already tell you that. We already pushed it to 30. The only thing I'm missing from the app itself is I wish that you could see it like you do with the Sonos app. When you play something, you should have a different kind of screen so you know what you're playing, if it's Dolby Atmos or whatever it is. The amazing part with this setup or this soundbar is that you can play DTS:X, which you cannot do on the Sonos system for now. You can play DTS, but you cannot play DTS:X, as I know. But this is included within this setup already. But yeah, we're gonna definitely try the movie we always try out. We're gonna try a scene from the movie Prey. I really want to try out the bear scene. You know, when the horns and all that stuff comes on. I really want to see how that sounds with the speaker itself, with the firing speakers from the sound speakers. So we're gonna try that out. Let's turn around the camera. Let's try that movie out. Let's go. Man, damn. Before we talk about the speaker itself or the soundbar and the setup itself, I just want to talk about two things. There's two features that you will get extra if you have a Samsung Q series TV, or I don't know if it's just Q series TV or a Samsung TV in general. One of the features is you will get Q Symphony. That means that you can have your whole setup of soundbar with the surround speakers and sub and the TV speakers connected at the same time. That means that you will get more sound from the front. In case this isn't enough, you can use your TV speakers and include them as well. I did that with my LG SN11RG that I had. That setup it was alright. It was included when I bought my LG OLED CX 77 inch. But that setup was all right. For the price that it cost, it was not worth the retail price, because that was like, I think it was $1,000 for that setup, something like that. So, and the second feature is you can have wireless Dolby Atmos. That means that you don't need the eARC. If you have the Samsung TV, you can just connect it directly. I don't know how that is, but you don't need the HDMI to play to use the setup with the Samsung TV. So let's talk about the sound from the setup itself. The soundbar is way louder than the ARC. It produces some amazing sound from the front. The surround speakers, yeah, they're on a different level, because, like I said, up-firing speakers and two sides drivers that doing what they're supposed to do. It sounds amazing. I will tell you, you will need to you have to try this setup in person to really see what sound it produces. But it's really amazing. And the sub is definitely at the same level as the Sub Gen 3. The sub from Sonos in general, the Sub Gen 3 or the Sub Gen 4, it's at the same level. I don't know if the camera can capture any of that was going on in the background, but the sub and the surround speakers is doing an amazing job. I'm pretty shocked. Like, I've spent over $3,000, I think, on my setup from Sonos. And it sounds amazing, but for $800 and you can get sound like this, I'm pretty amazed by Samsung that they have done something like this, and they're having sale right now. This sale is even on Samsung's own website. So if you guys don't have the Black Friday deals that is going on in other shops right now, I'm pretty sure Samsung, wherever you live, has the same deal all over the world right now, because they have deals with their cell phone, with everything that they have and they're selling. So I'm pretty sure that they have this setup as well for, like I said, 9,990 Swedish crowns for this setup, which is around $830 plus minus some dollars. But it's definitely worth the price, I can tell you that. The price it is at right now, definitely for $800 you will not get any better setup than this for that price. I can promise you that. Man, I'm pretty shocked. If you have this setup, comment down below if you have also tested it with other brands like Sonos or LG or whatever. Comment what you think about this setup, man. If you have tried it out, out in the store or anywhere else, please comment about that as well. And yeah, the next test we're gonna do is soundbar versus soundbar, and then we're gonna include the soundbar with the sub versus the soundbar with the sub, and then we're gonna include the whole setup. But that's gonna be pretty exciting, because I wanna use the Aero 300s for surround speakers versus these surround speakers. And these surround speakers, like I said, 2 drivers from the front and 1 up-firing speaker. It's gonna be exciting to try it out. $3,000, no, not $3,000, $2,000 something versus an $800 setup. We're gonna see which one is the best in those two. Who knows? Maybe we'll go that far that maybe I will sell my Sonos setup and keep the Samsung, because, man, you really have to experience it in real life to know what I'm talking about. But it's amazing. This setup is truly amazing. So guys, comment down below what you think about this Q series soundbar that I tried out, and comment if you have this setup and what you think about it. And the only thing I think is missing within the app itself, I would say, is when you're watching something, I wish like with the Sonos app that you could see that Dolby Atmos logo, that you really are on Dolby Atmos setup, so to say. So that's the only thing that's missing. But the app itself, as I showed you, it's pretty easy and pretty nice. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. And all of you guys that has been trying to tell me to try this setup up, man, right now is the best deal for this setup. If you can find it for this price, buy it. Buy it. You will not regret buying this setup, because this setup for $800 will get one soundbar, one sub, and two surround speakers with up-firing speakers. Yeah, just buy it. That's all I have to say. Buy it, try it out, you will not regret it. So, in my next video, as I said, soundbar versus soundbar, stay tuned for that. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.